I just picked a DoorDash up from somebody's house, like a literal subdivision house, little cul-de-sac. Let's talk about his Dennis's kitchen. Like, nah, nigga, this your house. This is not a commercial building. You got a basketball court in the driveway. You know what I mean? Huh?
Oh my goodness, yo, Dennis is serving up dinners for people on DoorDash right out of his crib, and he's not the only one. Today, we're gonna be looking at ghost kitchens. It's something that's going on when it comes to food delivery, whether it's DoorDash or Uber Eats. And if you have not heard about ghost kitchens, hang on. I got some clips that is going to put you in the loop. But this is the thing, Dennis isn't the only one. If you want to know what these people that are working out of their homes and serving people on TikTok look like, I got a woman that's doing just that. Let's check her out.
My name is Ayanteli, call me Nini, and I run a DoorDash ghost kitchen from the comfort of my own home. And it's always so funny to see when DoorDash drivers arrive to my home to pick up orders, and they're so confused because they're like, wait a minute, you're not a restaurant, how are you doing this? And I'm just like, ask my husband, because he's the one that put my business on DoorDash. And I am in this video making one of my items, which is candy grapes. I like to stock up on this because I never know when I'm gonna get a DoorDash order. And guys, this has been so rewarding for me because I have figured out a way to make multiple streams of income, so me and my family are living more than comfortably. My husband told me, do not work, stay at home with the kids, don't do anything else. But I am from New York, I am a Latina, I am a hustler, so I wasn't gonna sit back. So not only do I have this business, I also do nails, I do press-ons, I do party decorations, and then I am also a content creator over on Instagram. I got 13,800 followers over there, and I am consistently getting brand deals and getting paid to make videos and also monetizing my content over on Instagram. So I feel good. I feel great because I have been able to achieve so much with the help of my husband. He is literally my rock, my support. He has supported me through everything, and I literally thank this man for everything. But anyways, guys, this is my candy grape tray, and this is how I package it. I add some Jolly Ranchers and I add some little nerd candies, and it's ready to go. And I do sell these for $8 a piece. And not only do I have these in my treat business, but I also sell crepes, I make flan, and I also make pina coladas. I'm constantly adding new things. So if you have any questions, let me know below, guys.
Wow, this is insane. But hey, here's another person right out of their home that is serving people on DoorDash. And it's wild. For one, let's talk about the fact that, yo, she's selling candy grapes with a little bit of candy and some other weird stuff in there and selling it for $8. I don't know about $8, man. I feel like that's a bit high, but yo, if people buying it, sell it, keep selling it to them. I gotta respect the fact that she is about her business. She can sit at home and be a housewife, but yo, she like, yo, I got that spirit in me to be an entrepreneur, to be a hustler, and I can respect the heck out of that. But I'm just curious, isn't this illegal for people to be working out of their business but claiming that they are a commercial restaurant? Like, how in the world is this legal? That's the question that I got. But yo, this isn't the only thing that's going on. Is people serving these ghost kitchens out of their crib. We got something else that's known as a digital food court. If you ain't heard of that, check out this next video.
I'm glad we're talking about ghost kitchens, but if you're in ATL, or I'm pretty sure they're in other major big cities too, but if you're in Metro Atlanta, I know you know about them digital food courts. They have a Juicy Crab, a Thai place, a Chinese place, an American deli, a motherfucking Checkers, like all of this shit in little lockers. Like, you go in, you don't talk to anybody. Like, it's literally a fucking locker, and you put your order into the little tablet, and it'll tell you what locker your food is at. People picking up seafood boils out of a locker, and all of it's just a digital food court. And on DoorDash, crazy. It'll be all these different places. It's just one place, one group of people making the food, one place, a Thai place, a Juicy Crab, everything. I hate ghost kitchens. And I want to talk about Juicy Crab and a BS ass bakery. Yeah, them little sweet treats on DoorDash is coming from a Juicy Crab.
Well, this is wild. If you didn't know about digital food courts, you know about it now. And I think that is so weird. Like, people just, one restaurant cooking all different types of stuff. Burgers, Thai, crabs, seafood, and they just put your food in a locker. Like, nah, like that's dangerous right there, man. If you risking your life getting some seafood from a place that is not an actual legitimate business. That's not a legitimate restaurant. That's also cooking all types of other food under the sun, under that same roof. That's insane. But yo, People are really curious about this ghost kitchen stuff, and there was one guy that did a deep investigation to figure out what exactly is going on with all of these ghost kitchens. Let's check it out.
Today, we are going to be investigating ghost kitchens. I don't really know what's going on here. The location took me to this Mexican restaurant, Bruno Vista. It says that we're picking up from lime salt, so I'm kind of confused on what's going on here. I have seen this thing on the internet about ghost kitchens. It can range anywhere from like a Mr. Beast burger to other locations that basically sell food out of a brick and mortar, but it's not the actual restaurant name. They're just being made by these other restaurants. So we're gonna go investigate this ghost kitchen, or even if there's a lime salt in here, because as you can see, it says Bruno Vista. So let's go figure out what's going on and come along with me as we investigate. We're heading in now. This is weird. It's like the back door. How's it going, man? I want to make sure it's this place. It says it's from Lime Salt. Lime Salt by Wonder.
Oh, Wonder is
Next door?
Yep.
Awesome, cool. Thank you, man. This is it right here. Wonder. Top restaurants. Lime Salt. Interesting, okay.
Yo, it's called a food hall.
What do you have?
Hi, I'm here for a cat. This is where Lime Salt is, right? Interesting.
It has 20 restaurants.
20 restaurants in it. Wow, okay.
Do me a favor, please confirm.
Yeah. It looks like they canceled the order. Let me call DoorDash support real quick.
Okay, find out.
Do they have multiple locations across America?
Got us all the locations. Center City, Chester.
And it's just like this. It's run by Wonder, and they have multiple restaurants. Okay, cool. This is my first time being in one, so that's really cool. You said what?
At the end, the food is pretty good.
Let me get a hold of support. I'll be right back. So as it turns out, my restaurant isn't much of a ghost kitchen, or it sort of is. It actually has 20 different restaurants in it, which I don't really know how they're pumping out that much food out of one restaurant. I can't expect that the food is really that good, but I've never tried it. We're gonna have to try it out for ourselves. As far as this investigation goes, not much of a ghost kitchen. It's sort of teetering on one because 20 restaurants out of one brick and mortar is pretty insane. Yeah,
Right.
guys, hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and until next time.
This is wild. 20 different restaurants operating out of one business. I will say this. I think that from a consumer perspective, I personally would not want to order my food where it's being cooked under the same roof as 19 other restaurants. But from a business perspective, I gotta tip my hat to somebody that came up with that idea. You know, shout out to Wonder to say, hey, here's a way that we can take businesses that are either already established or people that have, you know, proven track record of somehow being a restaurant. We can put them under this roof. We can, I guess, get individual workers from each restaurant to make sure that they're cooking the food the way that it's supposed to be cooked for that particular restaurant. I would be really interested to see like what the operational side of this looks like. But again, as a consumer personally, I would just rather order directly from whatever restaurant I wanted food from. And I would be pretty shocked if I went there and I saw that there are like 19 other restaurants that are also being served out of that same place. Because just think about it. Food quality is the thing that's going to, you know, be across my mind. Like, how do you keep these places separate? How do you keep and make sure that everything is clean? That would be the biggest issue that I would have. But hey, that's just me. It's not over though. There is more that's going on with these ghost kitchens. Let's check out this next clip.
I just ordered food for pickup here in Miami, and I was going to pick up my car, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just pop in, I'll pick up this order, and I'll go. I am as confused as I could be. This entire block is a ghost kitchen. So
A whole
they
block.
have several different restaurants on here. Look, restaurant directory. Look at all these.
Oh
These
my
are all
goodness.
ghost kitchens. These aren't real
Yo, that looked like more than
restaurants.
20, more than that other
So I
place.
ordered like an acai bowl, and then I go here and I press like Aminia, and it calls them, and she asks me my name, and then she'll bring it down for me. I've never seen anything like this. I like pulled up and I was like, wait, where's the restaurant? I was like, I don't see it. And then I see this like Munch Labs thing, and it's literally the entire block. So this is all a ghost kitchen.
That's wild.
I'm looking more at the list of what they have, and look at this, guys. They have Asian, these are acai bowls, they have fish, they have burritos, cake,
All of that under one
desserts,
roof?
dumplings, barbecue.
hibachi, burgers. Like, this is crazy. They cook all of this stuff in the same kitchen. More
That's
burgers,
crazy.
steak and fries. For Kelly? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is what the acai bowl looks like. I'm in a rental car, so I really don't want to spill this because I have to return it right now. It's cold, but it's really good. I approve.
So now, not only do we have the ghost kitchens, people cooking from their home, we got the digital food carts or food courts. Then we got, you know, the places like Wonder where you got 20 restaurants under one roof. Now we got like a whole block. Like it's like a block of ghost kitchens in one building. And again, I'm just curious, what does the backside look like? The fact that you can't go in again. Why would I want to order food from a restaurant that I can't go in, get a glimpse of what may be going on in the restaurant? Is it clean? How are the staff? Like what's the food like? So to me, I will tip my hat to the business owners that have been able to do this. And my assumption is that on that scale of a Wonder and what looked like, I think was a Munch Labs, I think that it gotta be legal, right? Like, how does that work though? Like, when you talk about the ratings and the cleanliness of a restaurant, are they rated individually? Is it rated all together? What happens if like one of those restaurants out of the 20 plus restaurants under that building don't get a good rating? Like, how does that impact the other ones? I feel like there's so much that kind of goes into a restaurant. And when you put them all under one roof, it just seems like it could turn into a nightmare. But that's just my take. I want to share one more clip with you about ghost kitchens, so let's get right into it.
So I know most of us are familiar with a ghost kitchen. And for those that aren't familiar with what a ghost kitchen is, it's basically like if you're doing like Uber Eats, DoorDash, a ghost kitchen is a place where these type of pickup companies that deliver food will go to a central location and pick up the food and deliver it to the customer. Like here in Atlanta, we have quite a few of them where small businesses will all be under one roof, and basically they're sharing a kitchen, and they will prepare their food, and the Uber Eats, DoorDashers will come pick up the food and disperse the food accordingly to whoever ordered them. Well, this lady just came onto TikTok promoting her business where she sells like chocolate covered grapes and
that's the
grapes
clip
covered
from
in
before.
nerds or any other sweet type of candy, dipped in candy or whatnot. And as she's preparing the grapes, you can clearly see that she's in her house.
Right.
She's in her kitchen, in her own personal kitchen.
And she said she was.
She has her business, and she's a ghost kitchen. And the Door Dashers, they get really surprised when they come to her home to pick up an order because she does prepare this stuff from out of her home. Now, when I tell you the comments on that post, then people are in an uproar learning that when they're ordering from ghost kitchens, that it is a huge potential, a huge possibility that their orders, or even just Uber Eats or DoorDash in general, because from what she's saying, it's not hard to get your food business put on these type of apps where we as the consumer can go on, see something that we like, and not even realize that the item that we're ordering is going to be prepared in someone's personal kitchen.
That's crazy.
The people in the comments are in an uproar saying that that's not cool. There should be some type of indicator on their profile that they are preparing the food out of their personal home so that the consumer can make the decision as to whether or not they would like to proceed with said order, knowing the fact that it is being prepared out of their home. The lady is saying she has her food handler certificate, so it's not an issue for her to be preparing the food from her home, and that people are kind of, basically making it a bigger deal than what it needs to be. So my question to y'all is, if you knew that your Uber Eats or your DoorDash order was coming from out of someone's personal kitchen,
not gonna be able to do it.
Would that stop you from placing the order if you knew that the food was coming from someone's personal home?
Yes.
That's my question. And I'll answer it first. For me, yes, it matters to me.
It do.
It matters to me because the standards that are required in a retail establishment in terms of food is different than in your home.
Yeah.
And I know y'all gonna come with the comments saying, well, the same thing can happen in a kitchen at McDonald's or at a restaurant, yada yada yada. I understand that that is also a fact as well. However, having a level of comfort to know that they are held to a certain standard, I can see what their score is. I
Yep.
can look at the history of that. I can't do that with someone that's running a business, a food business out of their kitchen. I don't
Right.
have access to that kind of stuff. And we're not even going to get into people having animals within their home. And
Right.
your definition of clean may not be my definition of
Facts.
clean. There are just so many other things that will run through my head that will stop me dead in my tracks from making said purchase. But for y'all, if you knew that someone was preparing food out of their home and they're on Uber Eats or DoorDash, would you be hesitant to place an order for their food,
Yeah.
knowing that it's, being prepared in their home and there's no checks and balances in place when it comes to that? Y'all drop y'all opinions. Let's talk about it in the comments.
She's spot on. Everything that she said, I completely agree. Like when it comes to the places that we saw where it was like the blocks, like the Wonder and the Munch Labs, my assumption is that those are somehow some commercial operations and they have, the legal ability to operate the way that they do. But I have to definitely draw the line when it comes to these ghost kitchens and people preparing food out of their home. I think if they are going to allow people like that on these apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats, they should be required to actually let you know that this is a home-based business at the very least. Like the same way that you could put a label on things, put a label home-based so that people at least can make a decision to purchase from them knowing full and well that they're operating from their home. I personally don't even feel like that should be legal because, like she said, when it comes to the sanitary issues, like there are certain standards that restaurants have to be held to. Like you don't have to look that far. If you go to the Food Network and you look at some of these restaurant nightmares and all of that type of stuff, people losing their restaurants, that's in a restaurant. We see the nightmare that can happen. All of the chaos that can go wrong in somebody's house and they're preparing your food. Like you don't even know if anything is clean. That, like, to me, that's the biggest thing. You don't know what they're putting in the food, the ingredients, anything. Like you are taking a big risk. And I feel like that responsibility falls on the app, DoorDash, Uber Eats, to make sure that they are doing their due diligence to not just allow people on the app that are operating outside of their home. Like clearly that adds a whole different element to being able to verify whether or not a business is legitimate and is not operating out of somebody's home. But if people are doing this, you have to, as the business, begin to take on the responsibility of ensuring that nothing does happen to your customers as a result of allowing one of these home-based ghost kitchens onto your platform. That's my thoughts. I personally would not want to order anything from somebody's home. And if I did find that the food was coming from somebody's crib, I'm like, nah, don't even do it. I don't even want it. That's too much of a risk. I don't play when it comes about my food. I want to know where it came from. I want to make sure that it's coming from a reputable restaurant and it's somewhere that I can go to that location. I could dine in if I want. I could take my food to go. I can know that they clean. I can see their restaurant rating and know that we are in good hands and that there's a level of trust. I can read some reviews and know some things about the restaurant. So that's just me. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you want to share them, you can do that in the comments. But that's not all. If you want to check out a video on your screen to keep this party rolling, there's a video of people getting fired over TikTok on their job. Oh my goodness, man. They're getting fired from their job because of a TikTok. And it is insane the things that people are doing that's costing them their job. If you want to see that video, it's on your screen. Check it out. We can keep this party rolling. Until next time, I'm Jay. Stay blessed, live, and love life. Thank God for another video. Deuces.